Hi, beautiful soul. If you're a highly sensitive person who feels weighed down by shame, this video is for you. So, as a highly sensitive person, you're often told that you're too much, too sensitive, too emotional, you feel too deeply, you take things too personally. And as a result, you may have spent a lot of your time shape shifting or hiding from who you truly are because you feel ashamed of it, because you're told that sensitivity is a weakness. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's a lie. Sensitivity is not a weakness, it's actually a lot of strength. Sensitive people have a lot of courage. They tend to be vulnerable people. They tend to be very intelligent, creative, conscientious, perceptive, system thinking people. And what happens is that over time, because we hear from our external environment, whether it's people that we work with, our parents, our partners, our friends, neighbors, whoever it is that tell us that we're too much or too sensitive, over time you start believing that that is a weakness. And I want you to know that actually shame is what the problem is, not being sensitive. Shame has a tendency to make us feel smaller. We tend to not be ourselves as a result of it. We tend to not be authentic with other people and show up as our true self. There's a lot of study that has shown a correlation between shame and addiction, anxiety, depression, and so on. And so I want to teach you in today's video 3 steps of getting rid of shame, letting it go, and replacing it with authenticity. And so the first one is naming it. Naming it meaning identify whose voice it is that told you that sensitivity is a weakness. So how did you learn that it's a weakness to be sensitive? Was it from your parents? Was it from your boss, a former partner, or a current partner? Who told you that? Is it yours? Most likely it's not yours. Most likely it's not your voice that says you're weak. And it's something that you were not born with. You were not born to have this shame. You absorbed the shame through interaction with various people who gave you these messages, and you interpreted these words to be something that's not good. That's something that is not positive, that has a negative connotation to it, like a weakness or fragility. So this first step is to really identify whose voice that was. And then what you want to do is speak to your step number two is speak to yourself with compassion. So put your hand on your heart and say that my sensitivity is sacred. My sensitivity is beautiful. My sensitivity is who I am. And that is beautiful. So by rewiring that belief system in yourself that you absorbed from your environment or from your surrounding, you're able to little by little disempower that shame, right? So over time, you can get rid of it. It may not be something that you could do overnight, but if you are consistent at catching it, naming it, identifying that it's not your belief system, and you rewire it with what you truly believe is the truth for you, And then the third step um, is letting yourself be seen. So being in your authenticity, being in your true nature of how you were born, um, and being letting people see you in that, and like your friends, people that you trust, people that you know are going to honor who you are and are going to respect who you are and love you exactly the way you are. And then that could be your friends, that could be a family member, it could be a neighbor, it could be this community, whoever that is for you, that could hold space for you and let you, let yourself shine with them. That's what you want to embrace and surround yourself with. And understand that sensitivity is it's just a personality trait that you're born with. It's nothing that you could change. It's best to accept it and embrace it and value it, because you're so unique. You're only 1 out of 5 people are highly sensitive. And that means you're extremely unique. Highly sensitive people tend to be very, very kind hearted people. They're intelligent, they're creative, they really are concerned about other people's well-being. Um, they're very much about right and wrong and justice. Um, they want to have a positive impact on this world. They're very service-oriented people. So there's a lot of beauty about being highly sensitive. And then the things that are maybe not so positive about being highly sensitive is the fact that we get overstimulated. And that's because we take in a lot from our environment. We are very deep thinkers, deep observers, deep sensors. So it's easy for us to get overwhelmed. And so you can use somatic techniques to regulate your nervous system. And by regulating your nervous system, I mean to put your nervous system back into the rest and digest state instead of the fight and flight state. And so by using these somatic techniques on a regular basis, you can regulate yourself, you can balance your nervous system, and you would not get overstimulated so frequently. And even if you did, you would have the tools to calm your nervous system. Because all it is, as being being a highly sensitive person, is that our nervous system is finely tuned. But that doesn't have to be a weakness, and it doesn't have to be considered a weakness if you know how to manage it and you know the tools to use to regulate your nervous system. That doesn't have to be something that is a negative in your life. So I hope that this video has helped you put an end to this shame cycle that you might have been feeling. And I hope that you will practice these 3 steps so that you could get rid of shame for good. If this video resonates with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to work with me on a one-on-one basis, please click the link in the description below and book a complimentary session with me. Thank you, and see you in the next video.